반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
Shimsune was once full of pride. Just a few months ago, she had stormed into Han Man-eun's hair salon and thrown a bundle of cash at her, yelling that she should take the money and disappear from her life. But things had changed drastically. Now, all of Shimsune's dirty secrets from 30 years ago had been revealed, and she lost everything. With nowhere else to turn, she came back to Han Man-eun crying and begging for help. Her situation was truly desperate. She had borrowed so much money that it far exceeded the value of the salon's business rights. On top of that, her daughter Jin Sang A had taken out illegal loans and was arrested. Shimsune now had to take responsibility for all of it. She was completely overwhelmed and couldn't solve her problems alone. On the other hand, Han Man-eun had every right to ask Jin Jung-bae for compensation since she had raised his daughter for 35 years. Shimsune, sensing an opportunity, came back trying to manipulate her. She had once used a gambler's child to take over Jin Construction's household and now tried to pull the same trick again. But Han Man-eun saw through her immediately. She calmly approached Shimsune, who was on her knees, and made it clear she wasn't going to help her. She said that unlike her, she wasn't going to ask anyone for money. Shimsune and her daughter had to pay their debts on their own, whether through part-time work or even prison labor. Meanwhile, a shocking story was unfolding with Jin Sang A and her husband Jeon Nam Jin. After witnessing Sang A coldly run away from her dying father, Jeon Nam Jin decided to divorce her. He had already forged documents to take her company shares. He was disgusted that she even lied to him, and now she had committed murder and was on the run. He thought she was just like her unstable mother. He had stayed in the relationship only because he thought she might inherit the company. But now that dream was gone, he had no reason to stay with her. Just to protect himself, he had secretly filmed the crime scene. When he showed the video to Sang A, she was shocked and demanded he delete it. He agreed and deleted it, feeling strangely free afterward, as if he had finally cut ties with her. Sang A watched the video disappear and sigh in relief, but it didn't last long. Her phone rang. It was the police calling her in. While she went to the police station, Jeon Nam Jin headed to see Pi Seon Ju. He had recently learned that Seonju's father, Pi Soo-il, was also the father of Kim So-woo. That meant Seonju and So-woo couldn't marry. Sensing another chance, he went to her like he was picking up a lost lottery ticket. But Seonju was already struggling with questions about how her mother's ex knew her biological father. As she was deep in thought, Jeon Nam Jin suddenly entered the office. She was annoyed to see him. He told her he had divorced Sang A and asked if they could start over for the sake of their daughter, Jeon. Seonju was shocked and disgusted. She told him to leave immediately. When persuasion didn't work, Jeon Nam Jin played his last card. He said he knew who Seonju's real father was. If she dumped Kim So-woo and came back to him, he'd tell her. Seonju was furious. She said she'd rather live not knowing who her father was than ever get back with him. She shouted at him to get out, and Jeon Nam Jin left defeated. Then, her phone rang again. It was another call from the police. She rushed to the station still angry. She thought they would just ask her a few questions since she was the only witness. But as she started explaining what happened, the detective said something that shocked her. There was another witness, someone who said they saw her push him down the stairs.
'Cause you are beautiful.